Salutations, denizens of block stacking. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for March 2026. And what we have got for you right now is a bracket in the Masters event, and it has some pretty good players in it. Who are those players? Well, I'm going to tell you. The red bracket has got Wallbant versus Dillan. And the winner of that will take on Cobra. All this for a chance to play meme in the top 16. So Wallbant versus Dillan, the winner versus Cobra. And sometime later this month, or maybe next month, who knows, that player who survives that will take on Meme. So that is what we've got for you right now. Take a look at the rules. The rules, players, to remind you of all these important rules that you need to know. You can't play without knowing these rules. The rules say that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. On NTSC consoles, players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They could use any controller as long as no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronic or mechanical, biological, turbo only. First player 3 wins as the winner of the match. These are best of 5. Level 18 starts all the way. I could have gotten there. I could have gone further, but I locked up. I could have gotten through the best of 5 talking point. So yeah, I could have done it. Anyway, first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Best of 5 all the way through. Level 18 starts. Level 39 super kill screen. We will uncap the score. Same piece sets will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. Do not have anyone give you any advice while you're playing a game. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. OBS, internet, computer, capture, camera, those are all the things that could go wrong. Just keep playing, right? That's our tagline. Classic Tetris Monthly, just keep playing, all right? Trademark, restricted, whatever it's called, that is what it is. I'm hereby declaring it, okay? And the winner gets absolutely something. That is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $400. We gotta multiply that by 5 to get to our top 8 $2,000 incentive. If you get us there, well, we'll pay our top 8. Why do we want to pay our top 8? I don't know. Somebody in chat tell me why we want to get and pay the top 8. Just someone give me a good argument while I tell you how to do it. Use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. One that says Masters March. Yeah, Masters March. That is one for this month. Click on that and you'll be taken to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Once you're there, look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. See a button that says log in. Click on that to log in. And once you're logged in, which you can do, by the way, with either your Twitch or YouTube or Discord account that you already have, look on the right side of the screen. Click on the button that says contribute. And then you can contribute. Some people are saying, so the players want to come back for other months. Yeah, an incentive. Pay the top 8 so I have a better chance of getting money, says Curie. Yes, we want to pay the top 8 to make whoever comes in 9th feel bad. Yes, something incentive. Yeah, these are all valid reasons. Exactly. Pretty much right there in our statement of purpose. Okay, anyway, that's how to support the players. To support the channel, that's something you can do. You can go to patreon.com/monthly. Now, no reason to support the channel, right? Because things will just, if there's something that's happening for free, it'll just keep happening no matter what you do, right? Nothing ever goes away, even if you don't support it, right? So there's no argument to be made for supporting the channel. But if you want to, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, make an ongoing pledge of support, just like these people have done. Scott Gray, Jane DeWindo, Kane Taki, Middlesberger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Java T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila, and everybody else on the slide. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel in other ways, you can find those other ways using the support command. If you don't like Patreon, you can make a recurring contribution via PayPal or Streamlabs. There's also some one-time contribution methods there. If you're on YouTube, you can do a super chat, do a sticker, join the channel as a member, gift the channel membership. If you're on Twitch, you got bits, you got subs, gift subs. And if you're an Amazon Prime member and you have a connected account, which is easy to do, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice once a month. But you cannot save or stack them. They are use it or lose it. So do not lose them. Use it on us at least some of the time. Okay, good. I'm going to bring over our game screen. We'll get all our players all lined up and refreshed and happy and all that. So seed number 19 is a Canadian. Let's see if they have internet up in Canadian. It's a different. It's this. BANTWALO. Okay, it's that. Right? Alt? Walt with the alt? No. Wait, does Wallbant have an alt? Wallbant, you better be here, buddy. All right, I'll get to work on Dillan. We'll get to work on Dillan. Is it Qualbant? Is it? Is that what it is? Who came up with that? Because that is bloody brilliant. Qualbant. So good. That is amazing. Vandy, is Mega Masters AO3 this year? The qualifiers? Yeah, it is. All right, well, we'll work on Wallbant first. We get Wallbant refresh, that stencil. All right, so that should get him on stencil. Camera, we'll get a big Dillan right there. You got the Tetris lights. You gotta have either the Tetris lights or the blanket. That's what people like to have. All right, so there's Dillan. We'll get him sorted. Qualbant, that is a new one on me. That is brilliant. All right, Qualbant. There he is. Oh, there's his chair. I am tickled pink. What does that even mean? Tickled pink. Like, I've been tickled so much or so intensely that I turned pink. Is that what that means? Like, I know back in the old days, they used to say like, oh, you're in the pink, meaning you're alive. Like, oh, in the pink, like someone is alive because, you know, all people were pink back then, I guess. But yeah, I'm tickled like such that you've turned me alive. What does that mean? I don't know. All right, so there's Qualbant, and here comes Dillan. We'll line Dillan up. Look at that. Look at these two individuals. Francis from CTW Live knitted me Tetris blocks. You can knit a block? I feel like when they end up being a little circular and puffy and rounded. Or do they have perfect corners? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some pieces. There's like plastic in the middle. Oh, okay. To keep shape. So there's a Tetris block like underneath it. And then like a little knitted overlay. So it's kind of like a Tetris block cozy. Like you'd use on your Kleenex box or your toilet paper. A little cozy. Yeah, you can keep your blocks warm. Warm up your blocks. You put your toilet paper in yarn? I mean, that, like, if you go to certain, you know, grandparents' house, they'll have that. A little cozy. Like, it's a way to, like, you put it on top of the tank, and there you can keep like a spare just in case like you run out or a guest runs out, and they don't have to like look around in your cabinets looking around for another roll. They just see, oh, there's one on top, so I'll use that one. Your bathroom roll, or your family, what is it called? Your family paper? Is that what we determined? Something like 6-7 months ago, like, oh, your family paper. Family paper. It's such a weird, it's so weird. Why are we talking about this? Oh man, I need an outlet other than these Tetris streams to just talk about dumb stuff. Family paper is, and then you send some Morse code, SSI in Morse code, actually. All right, Wallbant, 98 AFFE, 98 AFFE. All right, Wallbant, gonna get up to, Wallbant's doing his best Andy Arteaga impression. Get the seed, put it in, walk around. Oh man, I'm trying to open this Gatorade bottle and it is stuck as heck. There it is, Gatorade. All right, looks like both players are ready. Both players are on seed. It's Wallbant, it's Dillan, and it is round one. The winner goes to round two to take on whoever. Cobra? Yeah, there it is. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is Wallbant, a Canadian, a known Canadian. So add him to your list of Canadians. If you're keeping a list like I am, you never know when you're going to need a handy list of Canadians. Seed number 19, Canada, PB of, is that right? A PB of 1.78? That can't be true. Wallbant with the PB of 1.78. I mean, this is according to, you know, the most up-to-date research. That score was 58th on the overall PB list. And while Wallbant is not ranked this month in the Premier poll, he has been in the past, but he is on the DAS poll at number 5. So Wallbant was the runner-up in our Mega Dasters DAS Championship last year. It's also organizing the Toronto Regional that is coming up, which is good. You've most recently seen Wallbant at Genesis X3. That was the Southern California Genesis fighting game thing. They also do a little bunch of a big chunk of Tetris there as well, and so we played in that. He was a futures winner 3 times, twice in 23, once in 24. Also won a hopeful circuit back in 2022. His team was number 1 at the Jonas Cup Team Relay event. He and Blue Scooty, helps to have Blue Scooty, that's for sure. And as I said, runner-up in Mega Dasters last year. You've also seen him at Boston Tea Party, Detroit, Philadelphia, Columbus, Connecticut, all over the world. He is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, 23 through 25. And, you know, he's got the best shirt in the business, Stencil Ready Shirts. It's a good shirt. 223 for Wallbant, 288 for Dillan. Dillan is seed number 30. Pretty cool to see Dillan in Masters. Dillan is a tapper, a hyper tapper. Believe it or not, he's got a 1.40 million. I don't know where the O went, but, or 0. There it is. Dillan is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. He is a winner of a Challenger circuit that was back in December of 2022. And yeah, by the way, at CTWC, he's got 2 top 16 finishes. 2022 and 2024 were top 16. You know, as a tapper in 2024, making it to the top 16. You like to see that? 3-time Mega Master. He was in the top 8 of our Tap Masters tournament in 2025. Also played in Super Tetris Monthly No Next Box back in July and August of last year, and was in the top 4 of that one. So good to have Dillan back. His first Masters event was back in September of 2021. And he's finished as high as the top 4 in Masters. That was back in March of 2022. 392 for Wallbant, 478 for Dillan. Wallbant's best finish in Masters was, top 8. So he's looking for his top 4 this month, and you know he's really on the rise. But he's been in the top 8 several times. Most recently, I'd say, August 2025. 446 for Wallbant, 526 for Dillan. A skimming a Tetris here for Dillan, 576. He can get 2 more Tetrises before 19. He's got 1. He can take a burn if he needs to, but he's good and flat here, and he is set up. And will he get some pieces? All right, gonna build out that left. And long bar in for Dillan, 622 entry into 19. Remember, he is tapping. Or at least I think he's tapping. I don't think there's some Dillan rolling arc. If there is, I'm unaware of it. All right, Wallbant here on 19, also 552. So the lines are tied. Dillan with about a 75,000 point lead, something like that. What's up, Evesy? Welcome. $711 for Dillan, $656 for Wallbant. Tetris, Dillan, $740. So I think I don't know exactly. You know, we've seen some players kind of returning into the fold in the run up to CTWC and Mega Masters. So I don't know if Dillan is part of that, but hopefully we'll see Dillan in Mega Masters and or CTWC. Both would be good. 797 Dillan, 745 for Wallbant. Tetris Dillan, Tetris Wallbant. Still about a 75 something thousand point lead for Dillan, somewhere in there. So we're about 40-something lines away from level 29. That is the next speed increase, and certainly the last playable speed increase. No one has really figured out how to have sustained success on 39. I honestly, though, I wouldn't put it past anyone to figure it out. Tetris for Dillan, 965. So players will have until level 39 if they can make use of those lines after 29. We'll see. Dillan, one of the best tappers out there. We'll see what he can bring post 29. Tetris for Dillan, A31. There's a Tetris Wallbant 951. But Dillan's got the max out. Did Dillan play in Tap Masters? Yes, he got to top 8. Which is almost like kind of lower than expected, actually. All right, Wallbant into 28, gets a Tetris 995. Dillan's got the 1.1 on 28. And there's one Tetris. He's got one more. No burns. Let's see if he's going to go for it. It appears that he is going to go for it. He gets the Tetris in at B76. So big Tetris for Dillan on the way into 29. Wallbant's in A67. B88 Dillan, piling high on that right side. He's kind of stacking for Tetrises in column 8, getting droughted, and not much he's going to be able to do. So chase down target for Wallbant is B89. B89 is the target. I think that's probably what Dillan's going to try to do on 29 plus, is maybe go for that column 8 Tetris. So Wallbant put in a position to have to chase down. And I think that's what Dillan will probably have to try to do a lot, is to get a big lead in these early rounds and then put the pressure on players to chase them down.
We prefer doing things our own way.
B88 is what the target is. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you and have a nice day. All right, B52 for Wallbant. Oh no, that left side for Wallbant. But bringing it down. It's 30,000 points away. And that board, oh no, that is not going to be survivable, and Wallbant cannot chase him down. And Dillan is good in game number 1. So yeah, that was because we are randomized, so that should not have fought. Like, it was only luck that the line saying came off of the came after the "We prefer doing things our own way" song. So that was blind luck. I did not expect it to happen this early or after that song, but it did. No, and no cap. I didn't engineer it. I was thinking about engineering it, but I didn't. I mean, there's 70 songs, right? So there's like basically a 1 in, 70 minus however many songs that already played. There's 70 songs on the playlist. Okay, 2440A0. That kind of looks like a face. 0A0. It looks like a bear face. Doesn't 0A0 look like a little bear's face? That's so cute. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It does, look at it, it's like a little face. There are people asking about controller here. See if we can get that in view. I think it's just a clear controller shell. It might be the padless. I'm not sure exactly what he's got, but here, we'll try to put it over here. Here, we'll put it right there, Nick, look at it. It doesn't look padless. Oh, it's just a sticker? Oh, got it. All right, 98,000 Wallbant, 77,000 for Dillan. Well, anyway, it looks legal and A-okay to me. Because it looks like a controller. What do I care? 3D printed, not. In fact, why would anyone care? Oh, you don't think it's got a front sticker? Oh, I see. It's crazy that anyone would care, as long as, you know, it's like a controller that looks roughly like the NES controller. And there's no, you know, there's no weirdness. Why would anyone care? I guess I can say that as someone without a controller sponsor. Yeah, get me a controller sponsorship and then I'll sing a different tune, I'm sure. It's like, oh no. You must use an old school controller. Would it be live tournament legal? I guess it depends on the live tournament. You'd have to ask that live tournament. In fact, I recommend it. Whatever the live tournament of your choice is, send them an inquiry about what controllers are legal, I would say. 201 for Wallbant, 225 for Dillan. It's legal at CTW Live, says Colin. Yes, it is. I know it is red bracket, guys. So you know, it's like a full moon. You know, so, red bracket for me is like full moon. $364 Dillan, $319 for Wallbant. $366 Wallbant, $367 Dillan. So pretty close. Dillan gonna Tetris now though. So Dillan actually about a Tetris ahead when the lines sync up. Brit QK says, by the way, they say the nerves die after the Ferks max out. I can now confirm so. So Brit QK, you maxed out. Yeah, everybody's maxing out. Well, congratulations. So once you get that first max out, your whole soul becomes numb and you deaden inside. Who wants Silas? Silas has a great interest in when February Masters is happening. My understanding is that the February Masters finals will take place next week. One of our players had an issue crop up. It's a perfectly valid and sensible reason. It's none of my business or anybody else's. But I can assure you it's a good reason. And it will take place next week is what I'm told. $494 for Wallbant, $530 for Dillan. So Wallbant here on 19, 135 lines, 543. Tetris for Dillan, and he can get one more. It won't be quite a 600K, but he will have the advantage at transition. 570 something, now 605 for Dillan. He's back 7 lines, ahead 55,000 points. Tetris, Dillan. So second game in a row, he's got the advantage at 19. All right, Wallbant in a scramble. He's chopping and let's see. Okay, good bar. We'll find just the right thing here. Okay, long bar over. And Wallbant will be just fine. 602 Wallbant on 22, 640 for Dillan on 21. This is why a 29 cap tournament will feed families. I guess you're advocating pretty heavily for it. I mean, you know, we have uncapped, so why not recapped tournaments, right? Yeah, it's called DAS. Yeah, true. It's called DAS. Vandy, what do you put on a burger? I like the things that are, you know, kind of canon for a burger. Except I do... So often tomatoes are done really poorly. Like low quality, watery, flavorless tomato. So I usually get no tomatoes unless it's like I like a thinly sliced tomato. And if it's a good, nice, ripe, fresh red tomato. But mostly I don't get a tomato on it because I have a sensitivity to it. But I like it. But yeah, tomatoes, I get a little bit of an autoimmune response to them. So I like tomatoes, but I just can't. I can't have them all the time. $803 for Wallbant, $845 for Dillan. So if you see me in person, and you know, you can get past my looming lumbering presence, you might also see I have a kind of red spots behind my ear, particularly my right side. I'm trying to think here. Right side, yeah, that's like usually a response to certain foods. Oh, Dillan hangs that bar but gets it over to recover. 889 for him, 889 for Wallbant. All right, so Dillan's got 7 lines to work with, trying to uncover, and he is uncovered, and he is clean, and he would love to get a bar right now. He gets one. He can actually set up for another Tetris. Wallbant scrambling again. He's up kind of mid-board, 31, 9-10. Dillan with the advantage into 29. He's got the lead. Oh, that right side for Dillan. He cannot get it over. Chase down target. Wallbant, 979. 979 is the target. And Wallbant trying to bring this down. This is, you know, could happen. Gets a bar over. This is he's kind of bringing it down. This can happen. So hard. Oh, that square to the left, fatal, and another Dillan win. Game number 2. So Dillan, you know, that's the Dillan way. Get ahead, outpace your opponent. And then, you know, if you can try to get something on 29, do it. If you can't, then make your opponent chase you down. So Dillan putting that strategy to work, employing it, deploying it, whatever, perfectly. I mean, come on, Dillan, definition of aura, right? Definition. Who has more aura than Dillan? Andrew Meep says dog. You don't know. Meme says Alex T. Come Moodoos. What? Who are all these? I've never heard of these people. I've never heard of these people. You guys, listen, I'm trying to pay our player a compliment here, okay? How dare you? A4, F7, 5-6. So Dillan up 2 games to 1. None. Sorry, 2-0. And Wallbant has got to win to stay in. Let's go. 3-2-1, Tetris. Yeah, I didn't tell Sue that we had that I had Masters stream at 6:30, and so dinner was prepared, assuming that I'd be eating it at the correct time, and now I'm gonna have to get cold fajitas. Ayo, Pidgeotto with the sub on Twitch. That's got to be so many months. How many months is that, Pidgeotto? 58 months. Cousin Avi has gifted 5 subs to the Classic Tetris monthly community. That's what I like to see. We got to get back over 300 subs on the channel. Avi getting us there. And they went to people I've never heard of plus coffee. No. NZS, Lucas, Q5, Korai Senpai, Adam Yowo, and Purple Coffee. So thank you, Cousin Avi. Appreciate that. Is the stream dying for anyone else? It's not on my side. 0 frames dropped on my side. Internet strong. CPU coming in 20% or less. How many subs do we have? We have 268. 268. I mean, anything above 200 honestly is good, but yeah. So anybody wants to match Avi there, we'll appreciate it. Is it close to 300? Yeah, it's like 273. We're getting there. So I think we'll get there the remainder of this month. $172 for Wallbant, $175 for Dillan. Threes2 says, bro, am I banned on Twitch? What the heck? 10 subs from Avi. Are you serious? Stop it. Avi. Thank you so much, Avi. Herpla Derpster, Phoenix Force, Exodus Movement of the People, Micro Socializer, Pasta with Sauce, Frisco Steve, Medillamam, Top Guy, Eska 7P, and Rob at Tang Tools USA. You have received subscriptions courtesy of Cousin Avi. Thank you so much, Avi. Appreciate that. I like the one, Rob at Tang Tools USA. What is Tang Tools? And do you want to be a sponsor? I'll shill for Tang Tools all day. Thank you so much, Cousin Avi. Appreciate that. Cousin Avi is my actual cousin. You know that? Actual cousin. So this is just some elaborate money laundering scheme from Avi. He makes it. He kind of gives subs. Get it back to him. Don't question it. Of course, he always. I mean, it has been forever. So it's no more now than. Well, it actually. we're doing the same as we've been doing. So. 345 for Wallbant, 364 for Dillan. Tetris Wallbant 368. Dillan is working with a covered well. Uncovers. Wallbant Tetris goes down. And another one. Oh, wow. Dillan with kind of the pullback there. Another Tetris Dillan 414. And yeah, it's basically tied. Tetris Dillan. I mean, they're just a few hundred points away from each other and, like, you know, a line apart. All right, the adjust here for Dillan. There's another Tetris 486. Tayo says, can someone recap game 2? It's actually very similar to game 1 if you saw game 1. It was, yeah, a little bit lower paced, but it was like, you know, let's say 85% of the game 1 scores, but like the same progression. Lots of 5s on the board right now. One line away from 19. Dillan is in. Wallbant is in. Long bar down. Dillan. He's going to get set up again. Column 9 long bar. Long bar over for Dillan. So Wallbant's got to win this one to stay in this match. And right now, Dillan ahead by about a Tetris. Tetris is here worth 25,200. And there's another one, Dillan. Tetris, Wallbant 618. He's into 21. And now Dillan is 2. Tetris for Wallbant 673. There's one Dillan 736. All right, Tetris Wallbant 705. There's one Dillan 766. 2 lines apart. Like 1 line apart. Dillan ahead by like 89,000 points. Oh, that level 5 hype train about to die 10 seconds. Oh, man. It's all right. We did well. We did well. It's dead. All right. Well, thank you so much, supporters. All right. Remember, players, if you do run into any issues, just keep playing. Cobra is here. What's going on? $981 for Dillan. $858 Wallbant. Wallbant gets one. Tetris for Wallbant, $926. There's another one. Max out for Dillan. He's on 27 now. Tetris Wallbant 995. Dillan have to chop this board down. There's a Tetris A73. Another one. He's got the 1.1. Oh, that long bar did not get over for Wallbant, so he's got to recover here. Keeping that open. This is tough. That is a top out for Wallbant at A34. And Dillan is going to outpace Wallbant in really all 3 games and come out of this with a sweep. The Hyper Tapper coming in and defeating Wallbant the Roller. I mean, that is really, really crazy. Wallbant, GG's to you. But Dillan, oh my word, seed number 30. Wow. Holy mackerel. Did not expect that. I mean, obviously anybody can beat anybody, but did not expect 3-0 in that one. So that is crazy. So GG's Dillan, GG's Wallbant. My word. So whoever's coming in next, be careful because Dillan is on fire right now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run an ad real quick. We'll set up our next match. It's going to be Cobra and Dillan. We'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, Cobra, max out into 29 all 3 times as a tapper, like 600K or pretty darn close to it. 19s, I mean, wow. I'm impressed. All right, so my goodness. Here comes Cobra. Next victim, Cobra. My God. All right, let's go ahead and refresh Cobra. Does Cobra have an alt finally or no? It's for some reason it surprises me that Cobra does not have an alt. Like, I'm just, I'm shocked. And I got to get ready for stencil. I got to fix stencils, probably. Let's see how we do. All right, there he is. I'm gonna reset this transform, and I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna feel good. Let's see. Transform is untransformed. All right, it's fresh thing. We got squish cam for Cobra again, as is traditional. Although I feel like that we haven't had squish cam lately. But we're back to it, and I'm for it. All right. Squish cam this guy. All right, so there's that. And all right, so that I don't even know what this cam is, but we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. All right, Dallas. We're rooting for the Dallas Stars. We like hockey. All right, let's do a little stencil check and see how we're doing. This is our. Whoops, that's the purple one. Yeah, and it needs a little help. It's all right. It's fine. It just needs a little help, guys. No big deal. All right. Good enough. One of these days, I'm going to have a walk-in stencil clinic where players can come up, they can like share their OBS screens with me, and then I will fix their stencils and lock it in. Right? And just do it on stream. We'll fix everyone's stencils. We'll have a stencil thubathon. Wait, I can't even say that. Stencil subathon. Stencil thubathon. What the hell am I saying? Tayo, thanks for the pin. Appreciate you. Classic Stencil Monthly. You could do that, and you could interview the players while doing it. Bring back a call-in show. Yeah, it could be like Hot Ones. You know, there's like increasingly more difficult stencils to do. You know, it starts out very benign, like somebody with a good stencil, like Miles. Then we go through, you know, a few people who need a few tweaks, like Andy, and then it's Cobra, and then the final boss, ID Kirby. Adam Kenobi says, Vandy, please give a shout out to my wife for watching Tetris with me right now. Okay, Adam Kenobi, how do I address your wife? Do I just say, wife Kenobi? Like, what? How do I mean, it's no fun for me to just say, hello, Adam Kenobi's wife. That's not special. So give me a name to say it, and I'll say it. Like, hi, wife. 93B4EB. Both players ready. It's game number 1 of this round 2 match. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right. Now we have to wait like 30 to 45 seconds for like YouTube because it's on a delay. There's always a comical delay here. Anyway, on the left side, seed number 14, Cobra. That was enough. Thank you so much. She loved it. Adam Kenobi's wife loved it. Just knowing that you're being referred to, even if your name isn't even brought up, I guess is enough. I'm guessing it's more like, Adam, come on. Knock it off. Stop it, Adam. Anyway, on the left side, it's Cobra, seed number 14 from the United States of America. Qualified in with a 1.39 million. He's got a PB, allegedly, of 5.28 million. And if it were on the PB leaderboard, it would be number 19, at least when I made this graphic. Cobra was ranked number 7 in the most recent Premier poll. That is a ranking of competitive Tetris players, and you can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end, and if you can't spell that, you can use the PP command. The PP command. Sounds like something you'd have for your dog, the PP command, but no, it's a command to bring up the link to the Premier poll. So yeah, I didn't make the link. The owner of the Premier poll made the command, and he said, yeah, please make a PP command. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Cobra 150, Dillan 188. So Cobra, you know, from a lot of different things. Cobra is a former Challenger Circuit winner. In fact, the winner of the last ever Challenger Circuit that we had back in November of 24. Won the Boston Tea Party event, number 2 in 2025. And for the first time, finished in the finals, or made it into the finals of the Masters event. That was in January of 2026. So just a couple of months before, I guess technically last month, because February is not done yet. So, you know, but yeah, so January, Cobra was in the finals. He's also a 2-time CTWC gold bracket player. He finished in the top 8 in 2025. He's a 3-time Mega Masters player, top 16 in 25. Played in our Mega Dasters event. You've seen him at Space City Regional in Houston, Stillwater, Oklahoma. And those Boston events as well. And he's played, I think, in all of our modern, Stupid Tetris monthlies. Played in crunch mode, no bars, no next box, no rotation. Played in all of them. I think he disliked like all of them, but he plays anyway, which I appreciate. He's like, this sucks, I don't want to play. But then he plays, so I like it. Oh, that T's going to hang on the left side for Cobra, 359, 380 for Dillan. Oh, yeah, no, also Cobra was at the Lone Star Championship in 2024 as well. He was in the top 4 of that one, went out to Blue Scooty. On the right side, Dillan, seed number 30, defeated Wallbant in round 1. 30 versus 19 match. from the USA, PB of 1.40 million. That is with hyper tapping, which I think he is doing right now as we speak. Dillan is a 3-time CTWC Gold bracket player with 2 top 16s to his credit, 22 and 24. 3-time Mega Masters player. He's a former Challenger Circuit winner. That was in December of 2022. Also played in our Tap Masters last year. That was a top 8 finish for him. And has even played in our DAS Masters, and I think in our Stupid Tetris Monthly No Next Box, and he made it to the top 4 in that one. Dillan 551, Cobra 489. So Dillan with another 600K transition. Cobra with a 560. So about a 60,000 point lead for Dillan at the 19 transition. That's over a 2 Tetris lead. Tetris for Cobra, 620. 723 for Dillan. Level 21 now. Dillan, super consistent. Cousin Avi says, is Dillan ranked high as a tapper? Yeah, as high as they come. S tier tapper. Slapper. Summer V. Slappers? I mean, I think rollers are slappers. Like if you wanted a pejorative word for rollers, I'd call them slappers. Is he the best tap main? Who's a better tap main than Dillan? Oh yeah, well there's Joseph is out there, Bendy's out there, but Dillan, yeah, S tier. I don't know how to rank him. Tappers, slappers, and yappers. I guess I'm a yapper. Tetris Cobra 867. 973 Dillan. Long bar in Tetris. Dillan long bar Tetris A71. Skimming, good board here. Long bar in Tetris. Dillan B11 on 27. Oh, don't make me rhyme. Tetris Dillan B47. Cobra's got the max out on 27. Another Tetris Dillan B82. And yeah, he's going to just take the burn into 29. Of course, you always want the 1.2, but Dillan's like, you know what? I'm trying to win the game, not trying to win style points. It's gonna be rough right side here for Dillan. See what he can do to try to bring it down. Trying to load up that right. That's a hang on that left side, and he does not think he can survive. It's gonna be a top out for Dillan at CO3. Chase down target CO4 for Cobra. And I don't know if Cobra can do anything. That's gonna be a top out for Cobra at A89. And Dillan is good. In game number 1, 4 games in a row here to start off this red bracket. Why is anyone even learning how to roll? I mean, just start tapping again like Dillan. Just become Dillan. My God. C5, 3-6, C9. C5, 3-6, C9. I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Consistent. I mean, he's been at least a max out, into 29. He's been at least, at least mid 500s. I mean, I think he's had like 3 600K transitions. So, I mean, super consistent. C5, 3-6, C9, both players good. Game number 2. Dillan up 1 game to none. Cobra looking to tie it up in 3-1 Tetris. And, very rarely getting into trouble. At least, these 4 games, I have not seen Dillan really get into any major trouble. Seems like he always had outs. There was one little squirrely time where, I was like, well, no, but he got through it. All right, Cobra starting off here, but yeah, he's gonna uncover. He's fine. All right, Cobra uncovers. It's 18, not a problem. Took care of it. All right, long bars down for both. 17 lines in, and just a few hundred points apart. Tetris says, very skilled players top out on level 18 sometimes. Respect 18. Yeah, respect 18. Evesy, that was uncalled for. My goodness. Evesy, that was not very lead moderator like, was it? 144 for Dillan, 143 for Cobra. Should we have like a 3-hour reveal of the lead moderators? You're not lead moderator. Well, no one is. That's right. That's right. No one is. You might have been kinder. Oh, I see. Is that how it works? Just give me the job and I'll do. That's people do that. Just give me the job and I promise I'll do it. I'll be better. Yeah, we should have a big reveal. Like Kingsman did with the Fave 5, we'll call him the Titanic 10. I don't know. Vandy, Adam has another shout out that he has requested. He did? All right, well, let's get through this little pullback here for Dillan. 284 for him. 326 for Cobra. And a little bit of a slowdown here for Dillan. He's still got 288 through 66, though. So, I mean, give me that slowdown every time, honestly. All right, I'm trying to find, where did Adam request? One more favor. Please, Vandy, give a shout out to my brother-in-law and his girlfriend who are also watching with us. Your brother-in-law and his girlfriend. All right. No, I was trying to parse that out, and I'm like, wait a minute, is your brother like cheating on someone? So it's like your brother-in-law's married, but he also is shouting out his girlfriend in a public Tetris tournament? Like, wait. So wait, I get it now. Brother-in-law through your wife, right? Okay, there you go. Like, I was like, wait, what? But anyway, all right. Well, Adam Kenobi's brother-in-law and his girlfriend. I mean, again, you could give me names. Like, I think people like hearing their names, not just their relationship to Adam Kenobi. 471 for Cobra, 436 for Dillan. Like, if someone said, hey, it's, I don't know. Like, if it said, hey, host of Tetris, like, I would want to hear my name. But I'm perfectly willing to shout out anybody that's related to you, I guess, Adam. Yeah, give me some names. Give me, what are their names? First name. You don't have to give me their whole thing, but, you know, what are their first names? 505 for Dillan, 541 for Cobra. It is weird to think there's like groups of related people that are sitting around watching this stuff. Although I get the sense more that like Adam is like imposing it on everyone. Like, guys, you got to watch this. You got to watch this. They're like, all right, Adam, what do we have to watch? They're like, no, it's really great, guys. Trust me, it's good. All right, Cobra this time with the 600K transition. Now, Dillan could get a couple of burns and get one, but he's not. Yeah, he's going to be just short. 599, 700. So almost 700, almost 600K transition. The wife is Elisa. Well, hello, wife Elisa. Brother-in-law Jeremy. Jeremy and Elisa, thank you for watching Classic Tetris Monthly. And if Adam is holding you hostage via Tetris, please contact your local authorities. Thank you. 713 for Cobra, 698 for Dillan. Oh, and Sufi. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, brother-in-law had a wife and a girlfriend. Man, they're living life right there. So the wife is Elisa, brother-in-law Jeremy, girlfriend Sufi. Got it. And Adam. And Adam's the glue holding the whole thing together. 745 for Cobra, 736 for Dillan. It's like, no, guys, please, come on. No, you'll like, I promise. Meanwhile, they're just like, can we just eat already? Listen, Mr. Brain, I'm not going to shout out a spider behind your head. Okay. Hello, spider. 827 for Dillan, 862 for Cobra. All right. Come on. I'm not shouting everybody out. This is one time. I'm not shouting like just shout me out. No, I mean, I'll shout out relatives, but this is enough. We got Tetris to do, guys. Okay. That's one for free. Okay. 963 for Cobra, 951 for Dillan. That's the free one. Adam Kenobi got the free shout out. Further shout outs are $24.99 a minute. No, wait, someone will actually do that. No more shout outs. That's enough. Max out for both. There's a Tetris Cobra A94, Dillan A20. Can we shout out your friend Tyler Camo? All right, I will. Not now. All right, Adam Kenobi. I'm not shouting out cats, okay? They can't comprehend what's happening. Adam, you're abusing the privilege now, Adam. C44 for Cobra, B93 for Dillan. Long bar over Tetris. Dillan, C29. He's got the 1.2 as well. And Cobra, my goodness, how is he surviving this? This is crazy. And Cobra's going to bring that down. I did not think he was going to survive that, but he did. And Dillan will not survive. I got to be honest. I thought this was going to be Dillan 2-0. That was crazy survival for Cobra, but he worked around it. And listen, that's why he's a Masters finalist, and I'm not, and most of you aren't either. But Dillan with a good game again. There we go. Cobra is good in game number 2. Soma, Leon, and Alucard. Why do I know Alucard? What is Alucard? Why do I know that name? Oh, that's Dracula backwards. That's from what is it? Why what was Alucard in? Symphony of the Night. Well, I don't know anime, but so I definitely wouldn't know it from anime, but yeah, I think it's from Castlevania. Like Castlevania 4. 3 or 4, one of those. Okay. New pieces are here. So wait, are your other cats' names backwards names too? Because it looks like Noel and Amos and Dracula. Adam, confirm that your other cats' names are backwards, because they are also names backwards. Noel, Amos, and Dracula. Please confirm. Now I'm invested. All right, we got two different Dracula. What? Wait.
Cobra, you just got suit checked, bro.
Zero EE815. Adam Kenobi says correct. Yeah, I don't know who Amos and Noel are, but okay. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3, Cobra and Dillan in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Castlevania borrowed from the movies, said Stephen B. Alucard is from Son of Dracula from 1943. So what are Amos and Leon, though? Like, are those from Dracula? Thank you, Stephen B. Was Son of Dracula like a Universal film? I'd imagine. Was that like one of the Universal ones? Like the Universal had all the monster movies like Wolfman and Bride of Frankenstein and all that. And they had Dracula. Was it like in that whole thing? All right, Dillan is in early trouble, really for the first time. All right, Dillan gonna get out of this. Most vampire movies suck, said Grandmaster Rubero. Leon is from Castlevania. Lament of the Innocent. Soma is from Aria of Sorrow. And Alucard is from... All right, so big Castlevania family over there. Now, do your wife and brother-in-law and his girlfriend realize Did they realize until this moment, like, what a big nerd you were? James does stuff good. Could you please shout out my sister Joanna and tell her to stop procrastinating and study for the ACT? Joanna, you can do whatever you want, Joanna, okay? Don't do what a Tetris host tells you to do. And, you know, don't take this crap from James. You have to decide what you want to do on your schedule. And it's really none of James's business, in my opinion. So, $275 for Cobra, $183 from Dillan. Evesy wants life advice. Don't take life advice from me. You're talking to a guy hosting Tetris for a living. You have a lot more. I mean, I should get advice from you. $345 for Cobra, $252 from Dillan. All right, chat is unhinged today. Why is the chat so unhinged? Listen, Tayo, I am a Tetris host. I cannot tell you anything. $345 for Dillan, $414 for Cobra. That's funny. All right, we got Tetris here. We got Cobra. We have Dillan, two of the preeminent Tetris players in the classic Tetris scene, playing right here, 1-1. Tetris for Dillan, 416, 487 for Cobra. And Cobra, yeah, he's got a 510 through 99. So this is legit pace for Cobra. Yes, Dillan is tapping. $463, Dillan. He gets Tetris ready after a few skims here. Cobra 579 through 112. This is a big pace, and he's got 602. He's got 4 Tetrises still available. If he only takes 1 burn, he's got 4. Is that what it is? One burn? Yeah, he's got 1 burn left. He gets 3 more. Grandmaster Barrow pace was all restrictions on saying the word pace were lifted in 2022. That's an old superstition. Tetris Cobra 654, and he gets 1 more, 678. Transition for Cobra. It's big. Dillan not quite at 600 into 19, but he's got 600 on 19. Dillan 683. He's 9 lines ahead of Cobra and 10,000 back. And now he's got the lead again, 7 lines ahead. Well, 7 lines ahead, something like that. No good place for that S piece, so got to get creative. Z-spin, no problem. Dillan. And Tetris for him. 746. Cobra, though, back in the lead. And Cobra really with the pace lead. He's got lines in hand. Even if it's tied, Cobra's a little bit further ahead. Tetris, Dillan, 837. Cobra, Tetris, 874. Dillan, clean. Long bar over, 898. And another one, 929. Tetris, Dillan, 961. There's one Cobra. Cobra's clean again. There's another one, Dillan, 993. And another. So Dillan's got the max out on 26. Other Tetris, Dillan, A59. And Cobra gets the max out on level 26. So these players pretty close pace-wise. Dillan, another Tetris, A94. There's another one, Dillan. He's got the 1.1 million, B30. This is a really good post. He was like high 500s, mid-high 500s going into 19. This is a really good post for Dillan. Cobra is open in column 7. Long bar goes in. Tetris for Dillan. 29 is what he's on. He's got the 1.24 or so. And he's trying to build out here that missed over on that right side. He's trying to knock this down so we can access that right side again. And he gets a bar over Tetris for Dillan. C84. He's setting up in column 7. He's not going to quite set up. He's got to bring this down. Oh my goodness. Oh, that left side not going to survive. C92 is the top out. C93 target for Cobra. C93 is the target for Cobra. Of the 6 games played so far, I think Dillan has topped out with the lead in what, like 5 of them? Like, was that 4 or 5 of them? Crazy. Okay, Cobra here trying to chase down. Needs to get to C93. He's got a good low board. Good approach here. Just singling, doubling, easy peasy. Keeping it flat, keeping it low. And that is going to do it. Cobra is good in game number 3. And he's going to go up 2 games to 1. We need Tap Masters. All right, we'll do Tap Masters June. We'll do it in June, guys. We'll do it in June. And we can take it into August, you know, July, like June, July. If we're still around. We don't know. If we get renewed for another season. Cobra says it's honestly amazing to watch and play against. So even Cobra giving some respect to his opponent here. This is the first time I've seen Cobra respect an opponent. No, I'm kidding, of course. Of course, Cobra, very respectful. Good player. Would Tap Masters in June be good timing with CTWC being in June? It'll be after CTWC. Like it'll get started after. It's fine because we can go into July. CTWC is like early June, right? Wait, when is CTWC? It's like first full weekend, right? All right, both players are good. Yeah, first full weekend. So, yeah, we can just start after. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4, Cobra and Dillan. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Izzy says, at those higher levels, are y'all looking at the upcoming piece or at the board more? Like literally where are their eyes fixated? Probably somewhere in the middle. And they're probably getting all the information peripherally from like both. Probably a little bit more on the board. That would be my guess. But you need, both the board and the next box. That's not a weird question at all. That's a good question. You have to kind of be able to look at both at the same time while also sort of looking at neither directly. I don't know. It's weird. Evesy says, for me, I look at the board. You can easily parse all the pieces in your peripheral vision. That's true. It gets a little, I got to be honest, it gets a little complicated for me. For me personally, I'm not a top player or even, with anywhere close to being a top player, of course. But for me, it's a little harder for me to parse on 19 because, 19 through 29 because the color changes. And so when you're playing with one level for a while, I think it's easier. Because, okay, the red one that's kind of waggled like that, that's an L, and then the other one is a J. But then when the colors start changing, it starts going back and forth, and then I do get thrown a little bit sometimes. They've done that, like back at the old days at CTWC. I don't know how many guys you know this, but they used to have these researchers that would show up, and this was like old CTWC. Maybe they stopped doing this in actually 2019, probably because 2020 and 21 were the online years. So definitely a few years going into 2019, they had these researchers from RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnical Institute or whatever, and they would come in and they would like strap you up to a whole apparatus, and they would do like an eye tracking study, and they would get players to come over and play, and they wanted to like see like where are players looking the majority of the time. And I think it was kind of like, let's say you divided the play field into like 8 quadrants, like four rows of 2 columns, and then you number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like they would be looking kind of in quadrant 4, bleeding into quadrant 6. Not quadrant, but octant or whatever the hell you call it. Not quadrant, but not quad. You know what I'm saying? Like section 4 and 6, something like that. So they were never looking directly at the bottom of the board or directly at the next piece. It was someplace like in betweenish. That's just all out of memory. You can go look up RPI, Tetris, eye tracking or whatever and probably find it somewhere. But yeah, they used to come to CTWC for several. Now, were they testing the world's best players? I don't know. Like, I did see, around that time, some of the better players were going there and being tested. But that was back in 2019 when most players are DAS players, where the modern rollers and really super fast players are looking. I think it needs fresh study. Tetris for Dillan, 479, 465 for Cobra. So Dillan with a small lead. No, Mr. Brain, it was not like Clockwork Orange where they where they like pried your eyelids open. If you're Scooty, you look at chat. Yeah, true. But anyway, yeah, I think that only stopped just because of pandemic. I don't remember if in 2022 they came back. I don't remember seeing them in 2022. I think maybe their project was done by them. $620 for Cobra, $644 for Dillan. Dillan's still with a small lead. You know, about 26,000 points, which is roughly a Tetris. Tetris for Cobra, 755. Dillan gets one, 805. Same lines, 50,000 point lead for Dillan. And yeah, Dillan just keeping that stack where he knows he can handle things. Tetris for Dillan, 845. Long bar down, Tetris, Dillan, nice square to help fill in the middle. Get another one. Nope, but he can fill it all in. 876 for him, long bar over, Tetris, Dillan, 906. 835 Cobra, one line apart. Tetris, Dillan, 940. Yeah, Dillan doesn't like that. I had to create a gap. So that he doesn't like. I'm going to try to go to work on it. Looks like he wants a very specific piece here. Opens up that right. And I think he will chuck a bar if he gets it. And yes, he will chuck a bar down there. And no, kind of early shift of the T. I mean, not early shift, but yeah, he's going to fix it very easily. No problem. So Dillan, 989. Another Tetris for Dillan. He got the max heading into 27. Cobra already on 27 at 946. Another Tetris for Dillan. And Dillan, he's going for it. Tetris for Dillan, A94. It's going to be another at least B entry into 29, assuming he gets there all the way. Dillan going for another. Yeah, Dillan has to take a triple. There is a Tetris Dillan into 29 at B74. And Dillan trying to bring this down. He's piled up over on the right side, so I think he's going to try some sort of center well, little delayed burn. You love it. Oh, he kind of missed with that Z, I think. Gotta try to add on some more points. No, top out for Dillan, B86. Chase down target for Cobra is B87. Just Mr. Consistency. And topping out again with the lead, forcing his opponent to chase down. So B87 is the target. Uh-oh. All right, Cobra. Long bar over Tetris, Cobra, B90. And that is gonna do it. So Dillan with a great performance. Topped out, played 7 total games. I think topped out with the lead, at least 5 of them, forcing chase downs from his opponent. Like nearly every time, just I think everything except for one. How many games did he not max out into, at least max out into 29? Was there only one? And, you know, multiple 1.1s into, yeah, only one. Multiple 1.1 games into 29. Multiple 600K 19 transitions. I mean, my goodness gracious. And, you know, obviously hyper tapping going to be limited movement compared to rolling, but Dillan knows how to play precisely within that limitation, exactly what he can do and can't do, and really good at just staying, you know, keeping that stack where he knows he can handle it. So that is going to be a top out there for Cobra. Cobra, you are the winner, but Dillan, you played amazing, so it was great to see you. I really hope to see you again in upcoming events. I can't wait, or you might have to wait. It's not up to me. Maybe I have to wait, but I don't want to wait. So GG's to you, Dillan. And GG's to you, Cobra. Congrats on moving on. So let me go ahead and report this 3-1 Dillan, and then Dillan, or 3-1 Cobra, and before that it was 3-0. So I don't know. I bet there are at least a bunch of people with broken prediction brackets. I would bet. You're sleeping on Dillan. All right, let's report that. We'll show you the thing. 3 Cobra, 1 Dillan. So you can see why he was top 16 in CTWC in the roller era, right? Right? Top 16 twice in CTWC in the rolling era as a tapper. Nuts. Okay. So let us go ahead and show you guys the bracket. And we got another player into the top 16. And it's Cobra. So we're really just waiting on the blue and teal. So what is the status of that? Blue is going to be tomorrow, right? Is that tomorrow? Yeah, blue is tomorrow at noon here in Texas. It's going to be Crab Rangoon, Shadow Knight, and Guafi. And then Masters Teal, that is going to be tomorrow as well. So by the end of tomorrow, we will have a full top 16. That's Peak versus Silly Shark, right? Is that what that is? Oh, no, we won't have a full because we still have to do the sit-nev match. Okay, so yeah. So that sit-nev match won't happen, so we'll be almost full. We'll be basically one match away from the top 16. So yeah, it's going to be Peak versus Silly Shark. That's just going to be that round one match. And then we'll do that other one when we can. But yeah, that's a lot of progress. So anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Thanks to... Look at all these supporters. Look at them all. Oh my God. Wait, let's refresh. Maybe it'll come up. I don't know why it's not coming up. There it is. Thank you to these people. Some of them were gifted sub. Ao Pidgeotto, Purple Coffee, Adam, Karai, Lucas, NZS, Exodus, Eska, Medeli, Toff, Pasta, Herpla Derpster, Micro Socializer, Phoenix, Rob Batten. Oh, Rob at Tool. What? Wherever that was. Tang Tool. Rob at Tang Tool. And whoever that last person was. And then those were a lot. 15 of those were gifts from Cousin Avi. So thank you, Cousin Avi. Appreciate that. Oh, I missed Toff Guy. Yeah, Rob at Tang Tool USA and Frisco Steve. So yeah, a lot of those were Cousin Avi. Thank you, Cousin Avi. Appreciate that. Classic Tetris rated CT 24/7 instead of here. That's it. It's over. Are you serious? That's okay. We were done anyway. That's fine. We were done. That's cool. No problem. All right, prize pool still, I think, sitting there at 400, guys. They want that sweet cat. Well, yeah, they got to make them dollar bills. I don't blame them. If I had CTM 24/7 or whatever, I would go. I would guess I would do it every once in a while. Nah, I just let you guys find it. Whatever. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. I can just, put in my thing, watch it or don't watch it. Anyway, thanks everybody for your contribution to the prize pool. We're still at 400. Need to get to 2,000. So let's start pushing that one forward. 3-2 says, as long as CTM 24/7 doesn't show April 2025 CTM Tier 1 Finals, I'd support it. That's what we're going to show exclusively. There's going to be a 24-hour marathon of just that one match. Of course. What about the February finals? Those will be taking place next week, George. Thank you. The reason it's delayed is a good, defensible reason, and it's none of our business. Okay. Thank you. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Madosberger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Kid, Javin T, Jason Sunny, and Mila. Thank you for your support, and everybody else. Go to patreon.com/multi-tetris. Make it ongoing pledge of support. Just keep this channel going. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. YouTube, we will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Masters Blue round 1, round 2. Das Orange round 1, round 2. That's going to be Wallbant, Declad, and Hana. Masters Teal round 1 tomorrow as well. Okay? Okay. Take care, YouTube. Mr. Brain, George, House Sports, Breezy, James, and all the Adam Kenobi household, the whole deal. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, Twitch, just you and me. And let's go ahead and raid. Should we raid Classic Tetris 24/7 as well? No, we'll raid Pasta with Sauce. Why not? Kid wants it. He wanted a shout out, and I said no. So go raid Ravioli Reed. Let's see. Raid Pasta with Sauce 1301. Take car, Vandy? Oh, yeah. I'll take your car. Give me your car. All right. Goodbye, everybody. It really is 1301, right? Yeah, it is. All right. Bye-bye.